I started playing For Honor back in February of 2017. And I'm still actively playing it to this day. During all of these years, I racked up a pretty unhealthy amount of playtime.
Dear God.
Converting these hours into days gives us 132 days. Some people would say I wasted this time. I would say, well, I had the honor to play it. During my playtime, I not only learned a lot of things about this game, but I also learned a lot of things about life. No, I actually mean it. Hear me out. No! For this video, I wanted to highlight some things that are decisive factors when it comes to your gameplay, but are often absolutely overlooked. Unlike in my latest video, I will not be going into gameplay specific strategies, but I will be going into a completely different way to improve. A change in perspective. After these 3000 hours, there is nothing I haven't seen yet when it comes to For Honor. And I mean it. One hits out of neutral, I've seen it. Falling through the map, absolutely. Getting ledged and teabagged over and over again, you bet your ass. In this video, I want to tell you guys the things that I've learned that not only made me improve as a player, but also enabled me to enjoy the game more. So, without any further ado, let's get straight into it. The fact that it will cost you the most matches, and probably the most money, isn't not knowing the hero matchup, or not knowing the perfect punish for every situation. The biggest obstacle between you and winning is yourself. You getting absolutely tilted. Listen, there is no need to deny it. I have lost my absolute shit when I started playing For Honor. I get ledged and somebody teabags me. Let's just hope he doesn't have any public profile on any social media platform, because I will make Welcome to the Game look like a match of tic-tac-toe in comparison to the detective work I will be doing. But no, on a serious note though, when I started playing For Honor, I really was that salty type of guy. What I'm trying to say with this tangent is, I learned that dying is part of the game, losing is part of the game, and getting shit on, well, sometimes not only is a part of the game, but also of life. See, as much as I love Sohei because of his playstyle, I also learned a lot from playing him when it comes to how I perceive defeat and loss. The amount of times I got hit out of my guard break is uncountable at this point. I mean, look at the background footage for a second. I got hit out of my guard break. And? Should I now report every single one of my teammates for hitting me out of them?
Yes! Yes, of course, son of a bitch!
No, of course not. Let me show you guys another example. I have all of my 6 souls and just immediately die because my positioning was bad. Was I angry? Did I rage? Did I rage like this? No. Or like this? No. Not even like this. I just respawned after 12 seconds and got back to it. What I'm trying to say is, don't let things get to your head. Because at the end of the day, it's only a game.
Why you have to be mad?
And doing things out of anger or out of tilt will just make you so damn predictable. And you tend to make even more mistakes, making you play even worse, and therefore making you even more angry. Something else that perfectly links into this concept is understanding teamfights. That means you don't have to survive a teamfight in order to win it. Listen, I know that dying during a teamfight and still winning it doesn't give you the same gratification as if you were the last guy standing. What is important to remember is winning a teamfight means the last person standing is a player from your team. And sometimes that just isn't you. What you have to keep in consideration is that factors like how much damage did you do or how long did you stall make a very similar impact to how many people did you actually kill. If you're able to get multiple opponents, or sometimes just even one opponent, to flashing health and then die, you gave the rest of your team the best chances to bring the fight back into your favor. Just because you didn't survive the team fight doesn't mean that you weren't a deciding factor in it. Never undersell your contribution. For the next point, I want to start off with a question. What is the mechanic that never seems to work for you, but always works for your opponents? It's revenge. Of course it's fucking revenge. With so many damn hit confirms and 100-0 combos in the game, revenge becomes rarer and rarer the higher into MMR you get. You will get into a lot of situations where you basically get wiped off the map just because somebody bashed you once. Sadly, even somewhat competent opponents that sit in voice calls can perform infinite damage combos the second you're alone. Certain heroes have a very easy way to get into a loop, while others have a more convoluted way to gank you. Yet, the end result will be the same. Coming to the point I actually want to make, these confirm ganks only work if you're alone, since your teammates will easily be able to save you. Roaming alone against a team of complete randoms will give you the option to get into these cool anti-gank situations, where you get to show off your skills when fighting against multiple opponents. But wandering off alone will only get you killed when facing off against people who play together. So sometimes it is just smarter to wait those extra few seconds for a teammate to respawn, so you don't have to wander into a zone alone and immediately get wiped off the map. This doesn't apply to Black Prior. He has his own ways to solve his problems. And last, but certainly not least, hero discrepancy. Understand that in certain fights, you immediately start off with a disadvantage. Even if it's just a 1v1 and both of you have a full health bar. Certain heroes are just better than others. They have access to more powerful tools, like dodge recoveries, hyper armor, fast unblockables, a safe mix-up, good feats, or just have access to everything.
Pirate!
This information shouldn't discourage you from playing the heroes you like, or make you not face opponents in a 1v1. What I'm trying to convey with this is that even if you and your opponent are on the same skill level, sometimes it just comes to who has the better hero. As mentioned, feats also factor into this. Certain heroes
Love pirate.
can use their feats during a 1v1 to tip their scales even more into their favor. Orochi's kunai, Shinobi's shurikens, Sanhu's fiery tusk, and of course, Sohei's Eye of the Demon are very fast feats with a massive impact in combat and have a very low cooldown. Counterplay against these is oftentimes impossible, and if you manage to evade them, they keep the users totally safe from any follow-up damage. The point I am making is, don't get into your head for losing a 1v1. Sometimes the odds just simply don't favor you, and if you manage to win the 1v1, congrats. You can pat yourself on the back, because despite all the odds, you still came out victorious, making that victory just a teeny tiny bit more sweet. So, let me summarize the points I've made really quick. What can be said in general is that you should try to keep a cool head. Things aren't as serious as they seem. Avoiding getting tilted not only makes the game more enjoyable, but your overall performance will also not decline. Secondly, even if you die during a fight, factors like how much damage did you do or how long could you slow down your opponents often lead to your team winning the battle because of you. Next up, remember that you have strength in numbers. Sometimes going in alone is just suicide. And lastly, don't get into your head when you lose a 1v1. Certain feats and heroes just have advantages over others. With all of this being said, I hope I could entertain you, and I hope you could learn something new. With my rambling finally coming to an end, I just have one more thing to say. Watch yourselves out there, okay?